everyone, and welcome back to Allthemod 7. We are back, and we are continuing our quest, our push, our run, our sprint. It's more of a jog, if we're being honest, towards the ATM star. Our current progress is this. If we hover over it in here, we can see what we have and what we don't have. What we don't have is the blue and the red. The red we don't have auto-craftable at all. The blue we have auto-craftable. So in theory, manageable, just more time, right? It's all orderable, it's just a matter of waiting for the stuff. The red stuff, the outskirts, I believe we can do. We can try to get that up and running again this episode, just to sort of, just to get that ball rolling as well, because that might take a while too. These are, they're just alloy blocks. They're not like compressed like the nether stars, so it's easier in that aspect, but it's still, the alloys themselves, they take a long time to cast, and they get casted over here in this contraption. And as you can see, we've got 15 buckets worth, which is genuinely a pretty big amount, considering if we search alloy, and we grab one of these, I think it's this one, I'm pretty sure it is, it's only 90 millibuckets for an ingot, right? So in theory, we've got a lot here, we've got a decent amount, a decent amount. In terms of everything else here, you know what? That's probably, is it buckets or blocks? Not sure. You know what I mean? Like a bucket, block. I don't know. I feel like we've done this before. One thing we can do to begin with is I can grab the ones we have, and we can just, you know, we can hit you with one of these, get 8 of them, and now we can have another look at this star, and we can be like, okay, we're about a third of the way, maybe a quarter. We're on our way. Now the other issue is, as you might have seen, it needs piglet hearts. We have 1,400, so I'll tell you what's not an issue, that. What we'll do as well is we'll chuck them in here, and as you'll see, it places them on. The fluid is then able to extract because it has somewhere to go. It goes on here, and as you can see in the top left, nothing. But yeah, I am telling you, it is slowly cooling, and this guy will take out all the goodies. So, in terms of the alloys, we should get more. Awesome. Currently we have 6. We'll check back later, see how many we've gotten in the rest of this episode. Assuming, actually it's not force loaded, so I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and do that, and this guy can do his thing. So, that guy's happening, awesome, wonderful, good news, great news. In the last episode, by the way, we knocked out the, where is it? We knocked out the Nexium emitter, and we actually got our hands on like a few different, antimatters, and we also got our hands on a creative essence, so we made pretty good progress. One thing I think we need to do this episode will help out in, I think, pretty much everything. It's not necessarily to do with the star, but it is, right? Well, not this essence, but like getting the nether star seeds and stuff. We're still currently, since the last episode, trying to craft this stuff, and it literally has to craft millions of these essences. The alternative is that we just get them. And that might sound like a dumb sentence, like, oh, just get them, of course. Why didn't I think of that? But no, literally, like, these chickens, they just get you the combs. It's that simple. Now, you can't breed them together, but you can create them, right? What I'm getting at here is, it would be I don't want to get ahead of myself in the plan here, but if I could, I'll have a think about it, because I haven't had a thought about it too much. I want to be able to automate bees. As in, I want to be able to say, I want this bee, put a pattern into a crafter, click order. You know, that sounds phenomenal. It sounds phenomenal. Now, the current issue is, right, in terms of these Insanium bees, we can get our hands on them, right? We do that with the spawn egg, which we get from other spawn eggs, and like, it's doable. It's doable. All these spawn eggs rely on a Prosperibee. And to be honest, we can actually make a few of them, and we should at least make 5. Arguably, we should make more. But that's sort of my point. Like, I want to be able to make more. But that I mean, it's a never-ending issue, isn't it? How do I make more? Okay, so to make that original Prosperibee egg, you need genes, right? We need Prosperibee genes. Now, the way that I got my hands on these originally was by getting a bunch of Prosperibees, which you can get without the spawn egg. Prosperibee, you can get him by converting a crystalline bee with a prosperity block. So that gives you a proper bee, and then I actually squished them in here, and it gave me a lot of the genes. So that worked. That's pretty good. Obviously, we don't have that option. We can't get them that reliably, that quickly. Like, the Prosperibee itself can't breed amongst itself, but this bee can, as far as I'm aware. It can breed amongst itself, which means infinite of these bees, chuck on the prosperity blocks, infinite Prosperibees. Makes sense. Makes a little bit too much sense if you ask me. I'll tell you what. If we search crystalline, or crystalline, I don't know how to pronounce it. We've probably got none. Makes sense. If I grab honey trees out, by the way, we've broken our system. I don't know if you can tell, but like, I can't take things out anymore. The last time that happened, there was an ender chest, or not an ender chest, but an ender tank or something connected to the refined storage system. So I'm thinking we've somehow accidentally done that again. So I need to look around and try to find like one of these blocks that we've accidentally connected. Not this chest, believe it or not, even though this chest doesn't actually have an external storage on it, but one of them does somewhere. We've done it somewhere, and we need to find that and stop it. You know what? Yeah, it's happening over here somewhere. I feel it. Is it this guy? Antimatter with an external storage? I think it is. That makes perfect sense to me. It's this villain. This villain is responsible for all things horrific. Now, I don't think we even need it attached. Do we? I don't think we do. To justify my answer, under here we have a storage bus on it, and we can't craft with the liquid antimatter. There's no point. There's no point. I'm going to disconnect this, and I think that will solve all of our issues. Obviously, it's fine at the moment, but if I reloaded the inventory before, it would be fine. But I think that's fixed it, because that is what causes that bug. Having these ender storage blocks connected to your refined storage system will do that. So keep an eye on that. This thing as well is a bit scary, but it's connected to applied energistics. It might just be fine. We'll keep an eye on things, but it is good to squash that before you move too far into the pack, or else you won't know what's causing the issue. And that might sound a little silly, but it genuinely, like, it's just a thing that happens. Now, I want to go into the nether. Do we still not have a teleporter that goes into the nether? We've got a piglich teleporter. It doesn't go where I want it to go, though. Like, I just want to go to where our little beehive is and spawn a bee. Alright, so this guy here, as you can see, I'm pretty much going to use a stack on him to get ourselves a bee. Oh, I almost forgot. Or I guess bee cage. We'll grab 2 of them. So my plan here, just to reiterate, we're going to get some of these bees, 2 of them to be exact. We're going to chuck them in our auto breeder. They're going to breed like crazy. We'll dump some time in a bottle to it, get that ball rolling. Bunch of those bees. Then we're going to see how difficult it is to set up a system that will automatically convert them, if that's even possible. I think it could be. There's a few things we can try. Convert them into prismarine bees. No, Prosperibee, sorry. And then from Prosperibee into the crusher. That's one option, okay? The other option involves using augments. Specifically, there's one that's a gene splicer, right? If we search gene, it might pop up. It's kind of a little bit tricky to catch it in its act. But there's a little add-on. This guy here, Pokey Gene Sampler. Slowly extracts genes from visiting bees. Awesome. This guy, I mean, he does the thing. He works. But he's very slow. But I mean, that's an option as well, right? That's another option. That skips all the steps because we could just pull the genes right out of the Insanium bee. And I'll be honest, currently there is a bug with the genes. I mean, at least there was the last time I messed around with them, where you can sort of combine them in a cheatsy way, where you just duplicate them essentially. Like literally just in your crafting grid. I was doing it accidentally before I realized. But it's a thing. Listen, I'll say it's on the table. Okay, I'm probably not going to do it just because it would be disgusting to get this far into the pack and then be like, we'll just dupe. So we're probably not going to do that. But the genes to begin with are an option. We can do that. If we want an example of what that looks like, we do have some of these gene add-ons. I should have just looked in the inventory. We do have some of these. I can chuck them in here. Currently, I think we've just got the simulator and a bunch of speed upgrades. If I were to, what do we reckon? Grab some ethereal glass real quick. I'm just going to tidy this room up. I say tidy. I'm just going to literally cover it up so that they can't escape. Sounds good to me. Yep, it looks amazing, doesn't it? We'll take out the simulator upgrade and we'll replace 3 of the... does what? 20%? We'll put a few in here. I don't know what the chance is. We'll do 2 and 2. We'll do 2 and 2, okay? We'll see how it goes. Realistically, by the way, someone should do it. If they haven't, maybe I should do it. Set up, like, multiple of these with all the different possible upgrade configurations to see what just gives you the most bang for your buck on average. That would be phenomenal. Someone needs to do it. We might do it. We won't do it this episode though, but it's we'll think about it. Once we get a bunch of bees, we'll figure it out. We can test it with like normal bees. Regardless, this guy here, we don't need these bees anymore, so I don't feel guilty swapping these out. But we're gonna chuck in both of these crystalline bees and get a bunch of these bred. Hopefully, assuming it's gonna work. Awesome. I'll dump an hour into this guy, an hour of our time in a bottle. As you can see, we are finally cashing in a lot of our time that we have stored here. But this guy's going to pump out a bunch of these. That'll be good. That'll be perfect for testing out what we want to test out, which I'm a little bit sketched out about. How are these guys doing? They're doing good. They should be fine. Yeah. I imagine the genes, by the way, are just going to be dumped in here. Look, that's my best guess. We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. Okay, so where do we want to attempt this gene situation? I reckon we head through here. Oh, not with that button. Oh god. We'll do small square. I'll be back. How does that sound? All right. As you can see, we have a beautiful room here. To be on, we do already have our night vision on. I was gonna say it's pretty dark in here. What can we do to fix that aside from just a torch? Do we have? Hold on. Please bear with me. Let's go ahead and do the unthinkable and just make a floor out of glass. Oh, that's beautiful. We like to see it. Okay, so how are we going to do this? For those of you at home, you probably already know. For those of you not at home, I don't know what you're doing. Player simulator. We're going to give this a shot. We'll grab a player simulator. We'll grab at least one variable card. We'll probably need more. We'll go ahead and clear this guy. Just an empty variable card. A lot of this junk can go away. That should be fine. We will grab some of these back out, these crystalline bees. Oh, we got a stack of them already. That's pretty good. Awesome. We're going to want to make a little spot for this, right? So what it's going to look like is this. There's going to be a player simulator on it, perhaps here. There's going to be I'm not sure. Maybe another player simulator, to be honest, on this side. We'll break that. I assume a full-size bee that happens to... Oh, I don't know about a little bee, but I was gonna... Hold up. I always forget what it's called. Where'd he go? Okay, come back here. I'll tell you what. We'll grow up a bunch of these. How does that sound? It's one of these. There we go. Oh, by the way, I noticed the other episode, we have everlasting beef. I believe you get this from, just from killing cows. Just from farming them. And I think we had a bunch of mobs in this guy. I know we had sheep in there. Did we ever do cows? I think I don't know. We're farming this somehow. I think. I don't know. Regardless though, I'm pretty sure this thing's infinite food. Although we've got steak in here, I think he'll eat this infinitely. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. Okay, so these bees should be grown. Yep, we have fully grown bees. Beautiful. Oh, we're getting a lot of... Why are we getting a lot of quests? What did I accidentally do? Because we did a bunch of bee stuff the other episode. I picked up a honeycomb. I hadn't done that for a few episodes. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, sure. Whatever. Let's place this bee in here. So, if the bee actually ends up in there somehow, which he just doesn't. For some reason, specifically these mobs, they just don't go where they're meant to go. Like, for example, if I do this, he places it there, okay? So if I do this, he actually gets placed almost where he needs to be. Yep, there we go. All right, I pushed him in. So he's in there. I don't believe he can get... Okay, he can get out. That's... yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. Why is he going to do this to me? Let's try this again. All right, look at this. The bee's in there. I believe the logic cables have made these physical blocks that he can't get through. So he's in there. Beautiful. Problem solved. We grab the logic programmer. We grab a block of prosperity. We should have plenty. Yeah, we've got crazy amounts of this stuff. So we open this guy up. We click on item. Yeah, because we want to use it as an item. So we're going to put the item in there and put it on a variable card. What this will do is this will tell the player simulator what to use. So we're going to say, hey, click an item, do this one. We're going to open him up. We're going to go in here, and we're just going to make sure that he's set to right click. The right click's checked. That's good enough for me. That should be fine. What we'll need to do now is give him access to, well, the block. So we'll have to grab a chest. That'll be easy. We'll have to grab an item interface. That'll allow it to interface with the chest. Makes sense, in a way. So the chest can go here. The interface can go on the front of it. We can open him up. We can put in the prosperity block. And it's physically possible that this just magically works. Just like that. We now have, right in front of us, a Prosperibee. Ooh, okay. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. If not, buckle in. Okay, so we don't need wasted bees anymore. I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to replace them all with crystalline bees. And we're going to get these flowing, okay? We are in business, ladies and gentlemen. We are in bee brewing business. All right, boom. Okay, these guys are going to be pumping out bees. Wonderful. With the remaining bees, they'll go in here at some point. They will be in another variable card, and they will be set once again to do item, and I'm going to have it use a crystalline bee. Now we do want it to be fully grown ones, so we'll have to sort this out how we're going to do that. But yeah, fully grown crystalline bee in here, awesome. And we're going to say, hey, do the exact same thing. Click that item. We'll open this guy up. We'll chuck in this thing, and we'll see if it does it. And we'll see where it puts it, if it even does it. Okay, it puts it there. The problem is it puts it there. This might be fixable. But that's so annoying, isn't it? Is it possible? Because I think in here there might be like an offset you can do. Maybe. No. Offset. X, Y, Z. Whew. Okay. We want to offset this if we toggle our map back on. In the positive X direction, I believe. I'm looking at my minimap coordinates. Positive X coordinates. So we'll open this guy up. We'll go, I guess we'll go right back to the end. And we'll go offset X. We want it to go positively. So let's just put this as 1. We'll give that a shot. Listen, I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to find out. That's the beauty of this. So we're going to chuck crystalline bee back in here. Should work, I think. There he is. Okay. Not quite there. I appreciate the effort. Not quite there. What if we do 1.5? No, he's not happy. He's really 2, double 1, double 0, double 0.1. Okay, I get you. 0.9 exists. Okay. I don't think that helps me. Okay. I sort of have a different solution as well that might work. What we could try is I can place this guy in here. You know what I mean? So for example, I can place him on the side there. And it looks silly, but it might just, it might work. We'll place this here. He might not be able to get out. That's sort of what I'm banking on. On the off chance he can, what we can also do is purely just for the annoyingness of them. We can get some of these, maybe 3 of them. I think 2 might actually be enough. And we can just place them around this thing. For example, I can place one here, and I can place one on top. And the thought process I have here is that will block the bee from being able to escape out that hole. These aren't functional. They're literally just there as like covers. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I just gave myself the solution. I'm pretty sure you can facade with integrated dynamics like this. Combine with the block and crafting table. So, for example, glowstone in the crafting table with a facade gives us a facade glowstone, which I then right-click on this. Aha! Good luck escaping now, B-boy! So this should work. Now, sadly, I do have to interact with this thing, which we've hidden away, but it's fine. We can do that. We want to put this guy back in. That should be fine. Fine with me. Open him back up. And crystalline bee, in you go. Now, it should be placed inside the block, as strange as it... What? Sure. I think. Not too sure, but kind of sure. Let's go ahead and... I know... listen, we can facade this up. That should be fine. You're going to go there. You're apparently going to be that. Because apparently that's what you need to be. And then we'll put you back in. And somehow you're going to send it through the block? Sure. Listen, if you do it, you do it, right? Survey says... Survey? Okay, he's in there. Okay, so far he's done nothing. Crystalline B, he's in. He is hooked up. He's connected. He's just not. He's not feeling it. Right click, right hand. Sure, all that's fine. This does all fine. No, he doesn't want to do it today. Oh, there he goes, and now he's actually placed it behind him. So as you can see, none of this makes sense whatsoever. Yeah. Like, what? How does that make any sense? Why did it... God, you. Oh, and all the bees are escaping. Look at what you've done. Okay, dispenser works. Good enough for me. Sounds good. Awesome. So, listen, sometimes you don't need to go too far into it. Sometimes the basic stuff works. This works, right? In theory, we set up a recipe that places in a, places in a block. And then also, I think what we can do is we can get an exporter. Bear with me. Item exporter. And we can export the B as well. So we can put them both in the one recipe, right? So we'll place this here. We'll place this here. The variable card is exporting the B. So the B exporter will go in here for export item. So now, if I, for example, put in a crystalline B here, it should get exported into this guy. Yep, there he is. Awesome. And then he'll trigger using some redstone, right? So that'll work. That'll turn it into a Prosperibee, right? So then we can modify this contraption here. We'll pick this guy back up. Essentially, all we need to do, as horrendous as this is we need to recreate this. And it's simpler than it looks. We need to grab a bottler and a piston. Okay? Yeah. What are you? You look like a bee that shouldn't be out. Oh no, I think you're fine. So, underneath will be the bottler, like so. And then this will be a piston. So what I'll need to do is go under here, grab you there, break you, and attempt to place you facing down. Beautiful. Nice. That really works. But tonight it has. Oh, can I? You're a facade. Okay, so once again, in theory, this all works. Now, the bottler does need bottles. That is a feature of this setup. So we'll pick this guy up. And we'll go and give him some bottles. How does that sound? Now, in the bottle department, I think we can give him bottles through this system here. This system does pipe in bottles. It might not appreciate me just slapping something on to the system, but they're not going to stop me, right? So we'll go in here. We'll go entangle, grab a block, slap him down, open this guy up. What do you reckon? Okay, he's got honeycombs in him. We don't want honeycombs. I don't really know the solution then. I guess I just need to extract only bottles out of this side. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll go pipes. We'll grab a pipe upgrade. It doesn't have to be crazy, but we're going to put a crazy one on because we simply can. This side here, we would like to be output. That should be good. For pigments. No, probably for items. There we do a bit of scrolling. Input, no, we actually want it to be output. So, once again, you will be open, you will be this, you will be filter, you will be remove, you'll be whitelist, you'll be add, and you'll be glass bottle. And we'll click submit. Glass bottles in there. So he should only get glass bottles. As you can see in the top left, he is currently. These honeycombs we will have to borrow out of him. Permanently. Not really borrowing, I guess. Wasted radioactivity. That can go back in the system. And yeah, so this guy's filling up with bottles. He shouldn't fill up with anything else. And he'll get, yep. I apparently don't have any voice to make that sound, but you get the idea. So, can we line up the redstone before we even get this started? You know what? We kind of can. If I grab it, this is gonna be silly. This is gonna be a little bit silly, but we'll see. What are you? Oh, he came out of the wall. You're gonna be an entity reader. You're going to be a logic cable. You're going to run up here, and then we are going to get a redstone rider. So, we'll grab a variable card, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here. It can just be an empty one. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. We're going to say, hey, when you read entity, is this what? Yeah, when you read entity, send redstone. Send a pulse. But you need to be a fancy thing. Hold on. Hold on. How do I make you a fancy thing? Entity. Entity. I don't actually know how to do this. I feel like this happened often. Entity reader. Huh. I don't really... I mean, I know I can do a list, right? List of entities. And then if I grab 2 more variable cards, so if we just turn some of these into these, we can say like, hey, if the list contains... So I think I want to do this. And if I say like, list contains entity, right? But I need a card that's entity, but I don't know if I have a card that's entity. Unless, hold on. Unless we pick this guy up, I stand in front, I open the reader, then I can click this card here, which is reading entity. So then I can maybe, hold on. Okay. So what I can do, once again, is we search contains. We do this one here, the second one, because this one says contains list and then something else. So we're going to say if this list contains an entity, output a redstone signal. And so that redstone signal is going to be this guy here. So if it exists, do it. We're going to need a variable store in order to store these extra little cards that we made that are a part of this system. So we can go ahead and put those under here. That should be fine. Chuck both of those in. And now as you can see, it's ticked. So if there's a B there, output redstone signal. This guy here, kind of just need him on non-stop, I think. I think that's all we want. So we'll put on a timer. I think that's what we want. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. We'll place this guy here. And yeah, every second, output redstone. Sure. So if I put a single crystalline bee in here, actually we'll grab crystalline bee and we'll grab a prosperity block just to be like prepped. We'll go crystalline and this. We'll let this do its thing. In theory, that will disappear. I think we can speed them up. Oh, he placed the block. You're not... No. I guess that's a problem. How do I solve that issue? Also, shouldn't you have done the thing? I'm getting... Oh, no, he hasn't sent it yet. You, though. Round robin, blacklist, craft, right click, right hand, continuous, sneak, check stack size, check NBT. Okay. Is there a use item? Sorry, is there... Was that an option? To use as opposed to click? It doesn't really look like it, does it? I'm just like reading everything again. Unless I'm clicking something wrong there. I don't think so. What we can do is this guy here, ticks per operation 1 should be as fast as possible. This thing 1, that should be as fast. I'm pretty sure this is like literally as fast as it can be, right? Ticks per operation. Every tick an operation happens. That's incredibly fast. Oh, also, I don't want to check NBT. I kind of just wanted to put anything in there. Huh. Almost. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Oh god. We're like on the grasp of greatness. Yeah. Okay. Ticks per operation. I'm gonna up you. You're gonna be like, no, because realistically I want you to bam. But the thing is, I want you to also bam. But I want you to bam right as the other one happens. And you're not really doing that, are you, buddy? I also don't really know what it went off for there. Maybe I stood in the way. You know what? It might be fine. It might be fine. Let's do one more test with a crystalline bee. So currently, here, you know what? We can actually do a bit of a test. If I come over here, yeah, hold on. If I grab one of these centrifuges and we bring him with me, right? This will be good. This will be good. We're doing some science here. We grab this guy. We grab the power. Centrifuge power. If I chuck this guy in here, I believe this is just like a bunch of nothing. Let's also just grab some speed upgrades. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Speed that up. This was the... does it have it in here somewhere? Yeah, this is a crystalline bee, right? We don't really want it. It can go away. Who cares? The question is whether the gene stuff we get from this will be what we want. So, we've got... where is it? Where are they? Crystallines here. And we've got Prosperity block here. I'm going to put them both in. Let's see what happens. Why have you done that again? And now you... Okay. We were close. Yeah, and then he squished him. We need you to just be a little slower. What if we do this? Why have you now cracked it? Why are you saying east? You're meant to be what? South? What are you doing? North? Sure. I don't know what it's doing. I think, yeah, activate it. Yeah, sure. Let's try one more time. So I'm pretty sure this squished, whatever it is not what we want. So let's try this one more time. Let me grab this and this. Put them both in there. In theory, this should happen first, then this. Oh, you know what? This is probably not fast enough. Let's put this at 1. Let's try this again. Okay. Listen, we got this. So you and you, boom. You ready? Buckle in. Still just not fast enough. All right, pick you up. Oh, you didn't. Oh, he's not even... Alright, 2 seems to be a lot faster and actually working. I'm sorry if this isn't what you were expecting jumping into this episode, but if this works, we're golden. I think it worked. I don't have the block on me. If we chuck this in... Prosperity. Oh yeah. This is what we want. This is genuinely what we want. Inside this room, I'll tell you what. We'll cover up the hole. We'll put these Insanium bees back in, if it'll let me. Maybe I'll just drop them out. Insanium, yep. Boom, boom. You can do your thing. Okay. We are on the cusp of greatness. I chucked this guy in with a prosperity thing that we can put in a recipe, and he'll spit out the goods. Boom, boom. And then he places the bee, then he... Yeah, okay. So what we need is this guy to be delayed even more. We need you to be 20. By the way, I'm sure there's a much simpler way to redstone this up than what I'm doing. But the point is, what I'm doing should work. And that's the main thing. So I'll tell you what. I'll test this out a little bit more, right? I'll grab... What's a good sample size? We could do a stack. That's going to take too long. I'll do... Well... Yeah, I'll do like 10, doing one at a time, because I think we will do this one at a time. This is a little bit sketchy to do multiple at a time. And we'll see how this goes. I don't know how to... It's not letting me scroll. Oh! Bear with me. Scroll. And I'm just going to do this, and I'll collect all the samples, and I'll come back with whatever we've got, okay? And we'll compare results at the end. How does that sound? I think that sounds amazing. Alright, this has genuinely been one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had. Every single time, the bee has been dead, and then the prosperity block has been applied to it. I don't know. I think maybe on here it probably says something as to what... Oh, I can see here it does say crystalline in at least one of these. One of these does say prosperity. I think we have a bit of a mixture. If the ratio is good enough, it could just be fine. I'll tell you what, we'll get a separate gene indexer here. I think they're fine to make. I don't think that, yeah, they're not too expensive. We'll make one of these and we'll compare. You know what I mean? I think that sounds good. Do we have, yeah, I was going to say, surely we've got some of this stuff lying around. I feel like all my keybinds have changed. I don't think there's a reason for them to. We'll grab that. Do I need a pipe upgrade? Probably. I mean, do we need it? Probably not, but we'll chuck that there. Okay, so I'll chuck this stuff in. We'll get this stuff processed, and we'll compare results. We'll see how much we've got. Now, I know it's going to connect all the dots. Actually, it might not. I think we're good. Because there's no redstone applied, right? All right, that is the last one there. We open this guy up, and I guess we can kind of compare. So, all of these pink ones are the bees that we want, right? You know what? We'll make one row of prosperity at the bottom, one row of crystalline. It's not looking too good, is it? It's not looking too good at all. I feel like we definitely, yeah, and then we've got that. So that ratio is not good, but it's not horrible. This shows promise. This shows promise. I'll be honest, part of the issue was this guy wasn't able to keep up once the ball started rolling. So I almost feel like we need to lower the speed of this. You know what we could do? I don't think it's easy, but I think it is doable. If we take this variable card out, we open this guy up and we grab this entity variable card. We also grab a materializer. This guy's not synchronized somehow. Material. Oh, I think it was. It just wasn't showing the stuff that I thought it would. We'll grab a materializer. We'll attach this guy here. What we're going to do is I'm going to place in a crystalline bee and I'm going to prosperity it. I'm going to see if we can detect it permanently. So, what's the easiest way? To be honest, the easiest way to do that is literally placing one in here just because it puts it where I want it. We'll apply this guy to him. There he is. He's a prosperity bee. We can open this up. As you can see, Prosperibee. Prosperibee. We're going to attach this. It's the same variable card, to be honest. I don't think we need to do that. But more importantly, we're going to try and materialize it. So I'm going to grab an empty variable card, open this guy up, and materialize that. So now, as you can see here, one is scanning the entities in front of this display. The other card is looking specifically for Prosperibees in front of this card. So what we can do now is we can open our logic programmer again, assuming everything doesn't break. So grab this guy, and we can say, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. That list we had earlier is still under here. I probably should have brought that with. Let's try that again. Contains. So if the list contains specifically the Prosperibee, output a redstone signal. Sounds like a deal? Sounds like a deal. And I don't know if we need that other card, but we'll keep it just in case. I'm going to put you there. He's not happy, but I'm going to put these guys in here. And now he's squished the Prosperibee. And we got the gene sample. Okay. And then we grab prosperity again. And you know what? I'm going to do that exact same test. 10 of these. I'm going to try to do it the exact same way I did it before. And we'll see what our results look like. Because in theory, it will not squish until it is the Prosperibee. This should be 100%. It should literally be 100%. On the off chance that it's a Prosperibee and nothing happens, what do we do? I can... yeah. He doesn't... yeah. He's not really... doesn't really seem to care. Yeah, because now it says unknown because the bee died. I getcha. I have seen something we can do, or at least heard rumors in the wind of what we can do. Let's try this out. If I grab an entity reader, we're gonna have to make a new one, but that's fine. And we imprison. It's always a great start to a plan when it involves horrendous descriptions. Okay, so we're gonna. Of course, there's just like gravel galore. Okay, we have a bee in here. It is gonna be prosperitied, so it's now Prosperibee. It can't get out. Awesome, great start. We're gonna grab the same logic cables. We're gonna hook them up like so. We're gonna open this guy up. We're gonna make him read this entity. We're also gonna have, I think this list is actually fine to be this other one. So we're looking at this list, but we're gonna use information from this, yeah, we're gonna use information from this reader, and I'll show you how that works. So we'll open that, we'll open this guy up. We'll put in that thing there, the Prosperibee. We'll grab our other variable card. Bear with me, this always gets confusing. Prosperibee. This Prosperibee entity should remain the same 24/7 because the bee in there will remain. Now, the trick here is in the pudding. So, if we grab this guy back out, what we're going to do now, hopefully, I think this should make sense. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I don't confuse you guys by doing it. But the list the entity readers down here will contain a Prosperibee. And what's will contain a Prosperibee. That's it. That's all this means, I believe. Hopefully. I'm hoping it's not saying contains a Prosperibee from this guy. I don't think it means that. I think it just means a Prosperibee in general. And in order for it to remember what that is, we've got one constantly being monitored. And I think that's how that works. And then I think all I need to do is this. And now I believe this will work. We'll slap that in there. Remember, last time it worked for the very first one. So if it does that again, we're good. I also don't know where the... Oh no, the bee's still in there. That's really not good. Yeah, that's not good. You know what? I've done some heavy thinking. Some very integral thinking that I think is going to revolutionize the way that we look at everything. You're going to be stunned. I call it another timer. I know. You know what? No, we're not going to do another timer. Instead, what we do is we get a repeater. Is this what we do? Man, I don't know what we're doing. Who knows? Who knows? What I was thinking was, instead of just having it instantly do that, can I somehow just have this guy trigger? You know what I mean? Like, is this somehow a thing we can do? And then maybe what we do, right? Hear me out. We place this guy there. He keeps doing his thing. We get a little bit of redstone. Just a little bit. And we do that. Yeah, I see the problem. I hate... this always happens. This happens every time. I don't know... Like just this final piece of this puzzle. And the thing is, listen, I'm sure there's such a simple solution, but because I'm so involved in the moment, I'm in too deep that I can't see it. You know what I mean? Like, if I come back to this tomorrow, I can probably see the solution, right? But I can't do that because what? I'm just gonna give up? No, we're not. No. This thing works. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I feel like we can do this with the same setup we had before, just with a little bit of tweaking. This thing clearly doesn't work. We tried. Sure, there might be a way to do it. I don't know how to though. Okay, so we're not gonna bother with that. I'm gonna hook this up how we had it before, which means I'm gonna grab out the list. We'll grab out. I think this is the original. To be honest, that should be watching the right thing. So if we grab all these pieces out, including yeah, we should be good. I'm pretty sure I can repair this. All right, list contains entity, output redstone. As you can see, works perfectly. You love to see it. So the follow up here. You might be wondering, what's the follow up? The follow up is we duplicate this, right? So we grab another variable card. Oh, you're like, whoa, what does he think he's doing now? It's impossible, whatever he's doing. Oh, hold on. No, okay. What we're gonna do? I'm gonna duplicate this, right? So I'm gonna put both of these in here, and we're gonna get two of them because we have the original and we have the duplicate, right? The original can go back in, or one of them can go in there. That's what I'm trying to say. We can get another writer, another redstone writer, and we're gonna place this guy. Where are we gonna place this guy? I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know where we're gonna place him. Realistically, hold on. I know exactly where to place him. We just place one. We didn't need to duplicate it. I lied when I said we have to duplicate it. That was a blatant lie. I apologize to everyone involved in that lie. Okay. We're going to place it. I'm trying so hard to think. It's hurting my brain. Okay. It's going to go here. There will be a redstone rider there. We are going to have cobblestone on top of this, like so. We're going to get redstone that will run like this. But here's the kicker. These will be repeaters. And we're going to have two of them. Because we can. We can try and create repeater to make it even longer, but this should be fine. I'm going to have the max delay, and we're going to place that variable back in there. And we'll do one test just to see if it even begins to work. Then we'll do the test that we were going to do before. Okay, so all that goes in. Is it even going to look like it's going to work? Let's see. So the bee should get placed. You know what would help? If I placed the timer back. That's the... Okay. Okay, but if we try again, the bee should exist. I'm going to do a backflip. Okay, okay. Before I do a triple backflip, which is it's currently on the table. It is definitely something that is it's about to happen. Okay, let's just fix the problem. Let's just stop being dumb and fix the problem. It should be listen. As horrible as this feels for me, I sort of feel good because I have like that sinking suspicion that it's going to be somewhat fun to watch, right? If we get a solution. If we don't get a solution, it's just depressing. But if we get a solution, then we're good. This guy's going to extract this. And we're going to say, who cares about the tag? I mean, you care a little bit about the tag, but just like, you know, a little bit, right? It doesn't have to be exact. Just care about it, but a little bit. So now what we should see is phenomenal, right? We should see the bee cage disappear instantly. Okay, incredible. It's phenomenal. We lowered this guy back down to 1. I know. I know. I too feel how you feel. I lie. How do I... You know what makes all of this a trillion... I said a trillion times better. If we just shrink ourselves. Oh, look. Now I can actually work on this machine. I don't have to break the same block 20 times. We can break that. Beautiful. Everything's working perfectly. Let's, yeah. So we put both of those in. What are you doing? It's making a mockery of me. It's making a complete mockery. Let's put you to... You shouldn't be anything. No priority. Just do. No priority, do. Just do. What? I'm gonna cry. Okay. Enough listen. Enough playing around. Okay? Okay, better idea. Oh, infinitely better idea. You guys are... Oh, okay. Okay. Listen, it's clicking. I'm doing that, like, the alternate thinking, okay? I've done some alternate thinking in the 2 seconds between cuts there, right? The entity reader, entity schmentity is what I say, right? Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Yeah, it's actually stunning. You guys are gonna be thrilled. Check this out. We hit him with an inventory reader. Oh, they didn't think I'd think of this, did they? They didn't think it. We're gonna grab all these out. I don't care about any of them. All of these are just getting wiped. Okay, what we're doing next is we're opening this guy up, and we are saying inventory not empty. No, when inventory empty, output redstone. Aha. Oh, they're in trouble now, aren't they? Oh, they're in trouble. They're shaking in their boots as we speak. I don't know who they are, by the way. They is whoever is apparently conspiring against me in making this auto B thing. Probably, we can blame the tree people. They're a pretty... Why are you guys just like... like, just go there. Oh my god, Okay. If inventory empty, output redstone. Pretty simple concept. I think it solves the entirety of our problem. Just instantly. It's phenomenal. Check this out. We have the stuff. We put both in there. Huh. He sort of... Huh. I see a problem. Okay. Here is the problem. Inventory empty, that's a problem. What we need to do is a different one. Because it's always empty, but I want it to just like wait until... Oh my god. Okay. Output redstone when? I don't know, not a clue. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that the dispenser didn't do it. Okay. I'll be honest, I was a little bit worried that like the solution was that easy. We're good. Everyone, it's fine. Oh god. Okay. So as you can see, I've been messing around with some other stuff, right? Trying to get things working. This thing worked. It got us a Prosperibee. It genuinely did. And then it placed a block again, and only just then did I have the realization, oh, well, how do we fix that problem? Unless I'm mistaken. Give me a second. I'll just pick him up. Unless I'm mistaken, by placing a block in here, like a small block. Like, for example, Even just this. The problem is the piston, I guess. Yeah, so no, that isn't the perfect solution. Okay. I feel not as dumb. I feel dumb for thinking it, but I'm glad that I didn't think of it before because it's not a thing. Boom. I don't know. What we could do? No, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Is there any block that a piston can push into that like things can't be placed on? I guess in theory, if there's a mob in there, right? Like for example, hold on. If we place this here once again, purely just to block the bee from getting out. If we hook this motor back up, hear me out. We hook this up. We speed this up. He pushes. He can still push. Okay, so yeah, he can still push through though. That's the main thing I was testing, right? That he can push through. So, what that means is, if I just place a mob in there, then he can't put the block there, I believe. So in theory, I just need to put a mob there that'll just stay there forever. So, it could be anything. We could literally put like a wolf in there. I'm trying to think, what's like a little entity we could put in that'll just sit there forever. Not a clue. Not a clue. Egg, what do we have? Let's put in, who's a friendly little guy? We can put a bumblebee in there. An arcane dragon, maybe? Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll put in a little bumblebee. We'll get a name tag. We'll name him. Oh, dude, I'm hoping this episode's good. I'm really hoping. I'm doubtful, but I'm hopeful. Do we have a proper naming anvil? I don't think we have the technology. And instead of just making one, I'm currently looking for one because I'm convinced that there must be one. You know, surely we. I know there's this anvil, but I don't think I can name stuff in there, right? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, anvil. Oh, we have one on a stick. I guess that covers it. Chuck him in there. Bumblebee. Oh, bumblebee. There we go. That's easy. Up. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna place the bumblebee in there. Hope that it works. It might just kill the bumblebee. I'll be honest. That's something that might just take place. Okay, so we need to be prepared for this. But I'll chuck him in there. He gets. Oh yeah, because he's gonna get squished. So I'm actually good that it's actually very good that he didn't spawn because he would have just straight up gotten squished because I completely brain no worky. What's the alternative? By the way, guys, I had a little break again to do some thinking. I figured it out. I mean, the solution's been right in front of us the whole time. This should work. Now, it might... Yeah. I mean, this should just work. It literally should just work. It's quite literally that simple. This should just work. Because this guy's constantly running, which means by the time this guy gets it, if anything, we give this guy a slower upgrade, right? But this should... I mean, it just should be that simple. If we wanted to, we have another option as well. I'll show you what the option is. The option is we set this guy up to require redstone on when powered, and we bring this cable over, which, you know what? Just for redundancy, let's do it, right? Because I do think there's a bit of, like, chance that this will mess up, and if it messes up, like, entirely. Like, you know, if there's a block placed there, no more bees are going to be placed. So we do want this to work, so I'll bring this guy over. It should be pretty simple to do, as should have this been from the start. We'll place the rider there, and we're literally just going to put that exact same... Oh, well, we don't... I guess we... Does this one still work? Oh, no, I think I broke everything. Yeah, I broke everything. Let me fix this. Okay. I've done it. This will go in there. This will go in here. So both of these are doing that thing that we did right from the start, checking if the list contains an entity. Doesn't matter which one it is. Both of these are lit up green. Okay. So in theory now, we grab both of these. I place them both in. And this right here should have exactly what we want. How do we know if it does? We simply don't. That's the beauty of it. Now we can pick this guy up. We can chuck in... Oh, you know what? I don't know which one it was. We'll put them away. Well, you know what? I'm actually, genuinely, I'm pretty confident that we just did it. So I'm so confident that I'm going to go and set up the other part. I'm going to grab the chest. Listen, this is a horrible idea. because when have we ever just like actually gotten it done? But I'm hopeful. I went all the way over here, even though we had one back there. We're gonna go up here. Listen, genuinely, I know this episode has been painful. Trust me, I've got the biggest headache. It's currently 11 o'clock. I started recording this, to be honest, I think around 8 or 9, sadly. But it's been a few hours. It's been a few hours. I'm not sure how long the video will be, but it has been a little while. We'll grab a crafter. Listen, I'm having fun. If I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't do it. This is me enjoying this, okay? I'm having the time of my life. I don't know what you guys are talking about. We'll go here. We'll grab a cable. Oh, God. Hook that up. Okay. So, we have to do more stuff as well. But essentially, we are going to say, what's the stuff called? Gene smushed. What's the matter? B material. There we go. Squashed B material. We're going to say, hey, you're going to make one of those, and you're going to do so using one of these, which we'll lower down. One of those, as well as a prosperity block. There we go. Now, to be honest, we should be getting more of... Oh, no, not prosperity. Oh, using, crystalline B. So if I search crystalline, do we have a bunch? Oh, yeah, we've got plenty. That's awesome. I'm going to make sure that we're using this type as well. So I'm going to actually bring one out and just make sure it is that, right? I'm sure that helps. I'm sure that helps somehow. If we wanted to, we could do No, I guess we can't do alternatives. I think it's fine. I think it's fine how it is. So we're going to create this pattern. Pretty simple. He's going to go into the crafter. Realistically, we want to bring redstone back over for when we get the finished product. And you know what? We can do this. I'll show you how we're going to do it. It might be a little bit, but we can do it. We can do it. So essentially what I'll have is we will have, it's going to be a very simple setup. This guy is going to exist. On top of this will be a comparator. I think I have an item collector on me. I think you might be picking up what I'm putting down. This will be entangled to a chest over there that will pick up the goodies, right? It'll pick up the finished shmushes or whatever. I don't know what they're called. We'll go in here. We'll go to the bees. Yep, beautiful, wonderful. We'll come in here. So they'll get smushed. They'll turn into, some tasty bee matter. This will exist. You will pick up this. What's the range look like? The range looks like, yeah, sure. Yeah, you can pick that up. And obviously, I'll go and entangle this guy on the other end. And magically, this should all wonderfully work. I remembered the thing this time. That saves us a hell of a lot of time. Okay, so just by standing here... Actually, you know what? We do need to get rid of all this stuff. I'll tell you what, I'll be back. Okay, so currently, in terms of the matter... We've got none. We've got none of this B material or whatever. It's empty, okay? But I can order some. I'm going to start off by ordering one. What we should see is this contraption work, and we'll know it's worked once we have a chunk. Now, the fact that it hasn't happened already is worrying. That insinuates that it did, in fact, not work. Although the stuff's in there. Oh, what a mystery. What a big mystery, because I don't see a reason why it wouldn't. This makes sense. It won't bring out the prosperity. It won't bring out this stuff until it's ready. This guy here has no excuse except for the tags. I have a feeling that we just remove the tags. Submit. I think we did it. Now, the only issue now is that this guy's just on. And I don't know why. But it, we didn't even get, I'm not sure. I don't know what to make of this. We didn't get any material. The piston's still pistoning. Okay. He's still in there. Oh, no, I see the issue. Yeah, the issue is it's a baby bee, and so it won't get squished. That makes perfect sense. That's my bad. I need to edit some of the stuff we used. What am I even doing? I require a cage. We're gonna pick this little guy up wherever he is. There he is. Okay, so yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's allowed to be broken. That makes perfect sense. So you're in there. Yep, awesome. And you're still a crystalline bee. Yeah. Okay, so for starters, we could do a recipe for this as well. Let's do it. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to grab you. I'm going to go... I'll be back. Okay, so the bee incubator takes a baby bee, 20 honey treats, and makes them into a big bee. And this will do it with any quantity, right? So what we can do is we can go in here. We can search for our crystalline bees or whatever. And we can say, hey, stack of you plus 20 honey treats. Oh, sorry, wrong spot for you. That's a little bit annoying. Oh god. 20, boom, equals, equals grown up bees. I'll be honest, I don't know how we do this science right now. I guess I grab, yeah, this is an adult bee. So I just say equals adult. I don't think it'll be perfect, but I think we can fix it afterwards. I'm going to click on this and say it'll make a stack. That's just what we'll say. And yeah, and we'll hope that that works. It's sort of, this just said, yeah, okay. I think it's fine. So if we go in here, we have a craft. I'm going to click start and click start. That should start crafting it. Believe it or not, magically. So yeah, this goes in here. He can get some speed upgrades and he'll process. And it takes a little while, but you know, we can help him along just while we're doing some testing here. We've got plenty of time stored up again. That's how long it's been. We get a stack of those. Now they go in the system, but as you can see, it doesn't recognize them as the ones for this pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'll quickly fix that. We'll chuck this guy in here. These will remove and we'll drag in these, which I think are adults. Yeah, into there. So now this is accurate, 1-to-1. Then what we can also change, so I'll put these in, that should be fine. This pattern here, we can alter it to make sure it's using the new ones that we're using, which are these bees here. We can lower those to 1. That should work. Awesome. And the final piece of this puzzle, I believe, is setting this guy to be Redstone Pulse inserts next set. Potentially. So if I now search for material, we've got none. I click start. What should happen is we should have one in the little tub over here. We have one. If I hold shift on it, we can look around and I see it says Prosperibee. Yeah, I mean, it says Prosperibee. Perfect. This thing here, I think it's still set to 80. This guy can be set to 1. The second he slams, so I want him to slam. I don't want him to wait anymore. This should be perfect. Like, genuinely, it should just be perfect. I can put this back in. He's ready to go again. I can order another one. We click here, hover over it. It says Prosperity. Okay. Now we can do a test, right? Because, yeah, we can do a test. I wonder as well, F3 and Q. What's the thing for the tooltips? Because it's kind of annoying. F3 and H. So that hides the tooltips. Can I still see on these? No, it doesn't tell me what they are. But at least it's, I don't know, a little bit nicer to look at, I guess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just take out all of this. And sort of just put that somewhere else. Okay, so, right? We chuck these in here. They're going to go automatically in here. And because this is on, when they come back in here, they'll combine, right? This guy will produce it. And they'll combine, and we should just be left with one of these, right? One of these prosperity samples. I'm going to do a test of a stack of this, okay? And we're going to see whether we only get these prosperities. Because it should be pretty straightforward. The one issue at the moment is this guy, how he currently is. What we'll need to do is, we could probably do a hopper or something. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Essentially, we need that back in the system, right? Like, we need this to go into the storage. My issue with the mentality here is I don't want it to do it too fast, which I think it might. Like, once it goes in there, I don't want it to just disappear. So I think maybe... Obviously, we need it eventually to go into an ender chest. I'm just trying to debate how we go about doing this. I think we go ender chest. Maybe we just do a pipe. That might be the way. Or... yeah. Let's just do a pipe. We'll see if that's good enough. So I'll place pipe, place this, set that guy up to extract. And we should see this guy start up again. Yep. And then if this works, he'll start up again. See, but it didn't work because I think this happened too fast because this guy just passively does it too fast. We need a slower extraction. And I don't know what that is. By the way, I mean, there's a simple solution. We put a pipe upgrade in and we set it to require redstone. Listen, it's just simple. It's the best way to do it. It just simply is. So we'll chuck this guy in here. Tell him on when powered. Place a comparator and then just loop some redstone around. The loop's gonna have to be annoying. Listen, there's so many easier ways to do everything that you're witnessing right now. But the trick here is that we're doing it our way. Alright, so if I grab a repeater and some redstone. Oh god. I should be able to go repeater. Then we have a full signal that I can send into this. Arguably with another repeater, just so that it doesn't hit the comparator. I don't know what happens if you hit redstone into a comparator, and I don't want to find out today. So that should work, and that should send it here. Okay, so he's empty, yeah. And as you can see, we now have the perfect looping system. All of this matter is going into the system here. What we want to do, arguably we want to extract it automatically in here. Let's go ahead and figure out how to do that. What's the best way to do that? To be honest with you, it's probably by entangling this and just going and doing it back. You know what? Maybe over here. We haven't used this nice little location in a little while. Listen, this is gonna be a very long episode for such a small thing. Like the solution. Listen, the solution for you guys. Oh, you are dining tonight. Such a simple solution. If you manage to get to the end of this episode, or you watch the start of the next one. But for me, this was a journey, a journey to the center of the bees. So we're going to export into this guy, this material essentially, and we're going to turn off exact mode. This guy's going to fill up. Oh, wrong machine. It's fine. We can entangle the right machine quite easily. We want this guy entangled. You can tell it's late, right? So that should work. Fingers crossed. Hopefully I'm not completely crazy. Okay, I'm not completely crazy. Awesome. So all of this material is going to be processed. Now, I am a little bit worried because I already... Oh, no, they're all Prosperity. Oh, yeah, because I forgot the lever. Oh, my God. Hold on. I got to get the lever on quick. Okay. I think he can catch up. He should be able to catch up. He might not be able to catch up, but he will eventually because we're only doing a stack of these. Listen, so far, it looks really good. Oh, there is a crystal. I did see a singular crystalline. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it is possible. I don't know how, though. The reason I don't know how is this guy should be... Are we getting a lot of crystalline now? That's 4 full crystallines versus 3 prosperities. I don't like that at all. Yeah. The ratio of crystalline is off. The most annoying part about that, for me personally, is the fact that where's that extra prosperity block? You know what I mean? Because there should be one if that's the case. And there's not, because that's not a thing. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, not a clue. Yeah. The only thing I can think of would be to lower the speed of this, but then you risk it placing the block. I think we're good. Alright, he's almost done sorting his stuff out. It's also possible that there's just a rare chance to get crystalline from them. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible, I guess. How are we looking, though? We have about a 50-50. You know what, though? It's pretty good. It's, like, genuinely, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what we've done. We can click order. It will, or at least so far, it's 100%... Okay. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Oh, no, yeah, hold on. I get what we're doing here. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to think. How did this just take place? So that time there, that makes sense, right? One of the blocks messed up. We can lower this. I don't think that solves the problem. But, maybe. Hold on. Let's, I don't want to cancel. I want to cancel everything else. I want to cancel literally everything else. Okay. Can we do another stack? Oh, can we do... Let's do like 30, and then we'll do another 30 after, just to like give them 2 separate runs. Okay, it's because it's staying down, right? That kind of makes sense, but it also doesn't. The second that guy dies, this guy should be coming back up. The reason he's not is unfathomable. It's simply science cannot explain it. Okay. I think, if anything, adding a delay here will actually help. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're on the verge of being good. I think if I cancel that and we order it again, so we go back here and we do 32 and I order it, I think... Yeah. Now the piston has the time to go back up before the next bee spawns in, and I think that's worth it. The one thing I will say is, like, I can't even see if the prosperity's going into the thing. Like, is it even doing it anymore? I mean, it's still 50-50. We're still getting 10 and 10, essentially. We really need to solve that. We might have solved it. We might be catching back up, or it's just broken ×2. Entity spawns, puts the thing there. Yeah, so it should be impossible. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can speed this guy up. I don't even know how it was physically possible for him to place the block, to be honest. I guess it makes it. I don't know. Has it broken again? Yeah, it has. Oh, it's... no, it doesn't make sense that it was broken. What? What is... Or is it done? I don't think it's done. How many's left? Processing 3, stored 29. Yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. I'm trying to figure out why this is a problem. Because it shouldn't start again unless the redstone's through. And the redstone should then allow it to get, like... I do not know. Maybe we lower one of them. And I try this again. Okay. I'm going to try with an inventory reader and redstone writer. So I'm doing inventory not empty. Output redstone signal. And then what we'll do as well is we'll get another writer. And we'll place this somewhere else. So we'll also get an omni this thing. I believe I need another one. Which needs these monos. So 1, 2, that should be fine. Chuck that in there. Make a pair of these. Awesome. So we'll place this guy here. And we'll place the other one where our other thing is. Listen, yeah. I've got nothing to tell you. I've got nothing. I have no justification for the horrendous things you have seen today. We're going to place a rider on the back here with an omnidirectional on here with a logic cable in the middle to connect them. And this guy's going to be set to output redstone as well. That should be good. Then we can go back to the bees and we can monitor it a little bit more. Okay, so we go in here, we search mats. I click this, I ask for 20, and it should just work. You know what as well? I might actually increase the delay here again. I might put this back to 20 on this guy. Somehow I feel like that will magically make things better. I feel like it's not. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just staying down forever, regardless of what I do here. You know, I think it actually did it. Like, I think it's making the full amount. I think the only issue now is genuinely the crystalline. This thing, us getting more of that. And I feel like if I just monitor it, we might... Like, no. We're still not good. I don't know why we're not good. I swear, if it's something like in the actual material, there's like a 50-50 chance. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. You know what? I wanna watch. I wanna see this stuff. More specifically, F3H for the tooltips. I'm gonna look at this. See this? Yeah, this one says crystalline. It was a crystalline bee. Yeah, crystalline bee has been stored in this. So yeah, this thing's still not working. I literally can't fathom how it's not working. We have it so that this will only trigger when an entity is there, right? And like everything should be perfect the way that we have it set up, because the next recipe doesn't come in until this guy's squished. which means like, but it's still it's happening too fast. I think we need a delay for the next craft. I think that's the issue here at the moment. God. And now, of course, I just sawed that thing. Oh, okay, we need some sort of extender. I think... I don't know. I never know which one does it. Okay, so this guy here, what should happen is I can scroll him up and I can say, hey, I want you to wait 3 seconds between each craft. And that should be how it works. For an example, if we cancel this and we go back in here and we search for our material, I should be able to click on this, order 20, and we should see soon, yep, that hits. And I feel like, yeah, and then it's going to wait 3 seconds before it lets it out, which means it's waiting a full 3 seconds for the next craft, which if we go back and have a quick look, I love this game, man. If we come back and have a look, that should mean, yeah, this guy has time to go back up. So we can watch this, we can figure out, you know what, is 3 seconds enough? 3 seconds is probably a little bit too much. We could lower it by like almost 2 seconds. We'll lower it by 1 second. All right, so now I struggle to understand why we would possibly be getting more crystalline. So I'll tell you what, we'll hook this guy back up real quick. All right, I genuinely, I think I've done it. My issue at the moment is for whatever reason, it's not combining them anymore. Unless I like spam this thing, or maybe if I turn it off, is it? I don't know. But it's not combining them. Like, as you can see, we've got a bunch of stuff here that can be combined. Not a clue why it can't at the moment. But the important thing is, I'm... Actually, no, one of the crystallines happened. But, dude, 99% of them are prosperity, as you can see. Oh, you know what? I think it's because I had this in the top left. Now it appears to be working. Sure. So, what I want to see here is how many prosperities we have now compared to how many are crystalline. And as you can see, that ratio already infinitely better. Infinitely. Like we're doing really good now. So what I did is I removed the need for this to be redstone. I got rid of it. That means there is a slight chance that a block gets placed here. It's possible. It's physically possible, I think. To fix that, if we really wanted to, and if it happens like on camera here, we might have to fix it. We would place something to break that block. And then that's it. We don't even... We could send it back in the system if we want, but if that just means every so often, like one in 100, we have to break a block and void it or whatever, and we just get some crystalline, that's fine. But if we have a look at these guys, as it comes in here, 17 crystalline is what we were left on. We should just be getting prosperity. Once again, we could probably speed it up maybe by a second. We might be pushing it. I'll try though. I do think that if we can optimize it as best as possible, this would be really good. Yeah. 1 second. Let's try it. Let's see how this goes. Listen, yeah. I want it to work before we end the episode, as you might be able to tell. How's this going? It goes up. It goes down. It goes up. It goes down. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And when we look in here, we're currently at 23. That number's only going to keep going up. We still haven't broken 17 over there, which I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not moving too fast. In terms of ending this episode, it's pretty much over. What I'll do just real quick is this thing's not being used, so I'll pick it up just for visuals. That'll be nicer to look at. It makes it look a lot less. This thing here is literally just there so the bee doesn't escape. Everything happens so fast. Arguably, this doesn't need to be there either, but it is. Everything else kind of has to be there. To be honest, not that hard to set up. It looks scary, especially since we just spent 3 hours doing it. Longer than that, probably. But it works. It genuinely, it works. I'm happy. I can go to sleep. I'm pretty happy. In regards to everything else, I'm not sure. We'll do the rest of it in another episode. The concept with this, by the way, is that we can do it with any bee. Like, if we have a bunch of some other bee that we want, I believe we can run it through this system if we need to. And we could do so via... what could we do it via? I don't really know what we could do it via. Oh yeah, I think all I would have to change are the filter here. And realistically, that's as simple as changing this to be a blacklist, edit this, remove tag, submit, remove that. I think that solves the problem as well. I think I can just put any recipe I want and this system will run. I genuinely think so, because the bee will go through where the bee's allowed to go and the bee won't go where he's not allowed to go, which means anything else will. So this should work perfectly. Yeah, cool. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll snap up some sort of thumbnail here that you guys can try to wrap your head around before we get into it. Best of luck. Yep, good luck with this episode. Hopefully you had fun. In regards to this guy, I think is the word of the day. We left him running a while with 2 Pokey gene samplers. This whole episode he's been running. If we look in here and we search gene, we do have some. Insanium, I want to take out. So I'll take out all the bits of Insanium that we have. There's some. As you can see though, not a lot. I believe we've already got it. And that adds up, if we were to place it in here, to what? 8%. 7%. Now, let me show you something. If it is a thing, I'll test it. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to probably void both of these, but I want to show. The 4% we'll leave to the side. The 1 and the 2. I think the way this works, I think you need more than what we have. I think if you have a stack of the stuff, it converts it. And we don't have a stack. Anyway. I think it's fine. I think possibly even if you do it in here. Like if I just shift click this, does that do anything? No, that didn't work. I don't know. I don't remember how I did it. It's too late. Well, anyway, I mean, hey, the system works. We're currently getting more. Oh, we got to 18, but we're at 28. So yeah, the ratio is a lot better. Arguably, is it better even though it's slower? I think it's fine because then I guess we just need less. I don't know. I think we're good. I'll tell you what, I can't wait for your beautiful solutions in the comments that would have solved my problem 10 hours ago. I apologize dearly for the pain that it's probably brought you watching it. But thanks for sticking by. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode somehow. Usually I think these are going a lot worse than they are. This was probably pretty good. But part of that reason is because I've done nothing else tonight. All I've done is played Minecraft. That's all I've done. Which normally is fun when things are going well, but when it's not going well, it slowly becomes painful. But it's genuinely worth it. Like I'm complaining about playing a game that I love, so nothing's changing there. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. And listen, the reason we need this is because even right now, this thing's still crafting the Insanium that we just need for seeds. So like I wanted the ability to mass produce, or at least attempt to mass produce these bees here, so that we can get the flow rate that we're getting from the nuclear stuff that we have, the wasted stuff. Because we have an insane amount. I do want to go have a quick look just to sort of show you. Oh, am I wearing the helmet? I hope I am. Here we are. Phew. Otherwise we would have been messed up. So yeah, these bees here are doing an insane job. Even now, the hives are slowly filling up. We've got to fix that eventually. But that translates into this barrel down here, 19,000. And like that stuff's insane. If we had 19,000 Insanium, that is a 10% chance to just get an Insanium ingot, which is mind-blowing. Yeah, all right. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.